Welcome to the Certified Business Enterprise CBE program webinar presented by the District of Columbia's Department of Small and Local Business Development. The mission of the Department of Small and Local Business Development is to support the development, economic growth, and retention of district-based businesses, and to promote economic development throughout the district's commercial corridors. dslbd envisions a business environment which DC businesses are connected in real time with local, federal, and global business opportunities. Small businesses can navigate government quickly, confidently, and effectively. And every entrepreneur and small business with a great idea and a great plan has the capital to make it happen. dslbd is comprised of 2 program areas and 7 divisions. In this section, you will be provided with a brief overview of the CBE program goals and certification process. The Business Certification Division evaluates businesses headquartered in the district to determine their eligibility to become a Certified Business Enterprise, or CBE. Nonprofits are not eligible for CBE certification. The DC government directs spending to CBE businesses, which support and contributes to job creation and strengthening of the local economy. The CBE program provides contracting preferences for local businesses so they can better compete for DC government contracts and procurement opportunities. In this section, we will review the certification categories and the qualifications needed in order to become CBE certified. This chart highlights a comprehensive list of CBE categories. Businesses may be certified in any of the following categories, however, only a maximum of 12 points can be applied toward any contract award. In evaluating requests for bids, contracting personnel apply a percentage reduction in price according to CBE designation. In evaluating requests for proposals, contracting personnel apply points toward proposal evaluations according to CBE designation. dslbd also certifies joint ventures, which are project-specific. In order to be eligible for the CBE program, you must meet the Local Business Enterprise, or LBE, definition. The Local Business Enterprise definition is as follows. The principal office for the business must be located in the District of Columbia. The Chief Executive Officer and highest-level managerial employees of the business must perform their managerial functions in their principal office located in the district. In addition to satisfying the above, a business must meet one of the 4 following standards. More than 50% of the employees are residents of the district, or the owners of more than 50% of the business enterprise are residents of the district, or more than 50% of the assets, excluding bank accounts, are located in the district, or more than 50% of the business enterprise's gross receipts are district gross receipts, and can demonstrate one of the following. Is properly licensed under DC law, or is subject to tax under DC law, Chapter 18 of Title 47, or the business enterprise is a business enterprise identified in the DC Official Code 47-1808.011-5, and more than 50% of the business is owned by residents of the district. How does dslbd define a principal office? A principal office is defined as the primary location based upon the totality of the business activities in which routine and essential business functions occur, such as bookkeeping and record keeping, payroll maintenance, receipt of business telephone calls and correspondence, storage of books and records, directing, controlling, and coordinating activities and policies by officers, principals, and managers. In order to be considered a principal office, the business must own or lease the office for a minimum of 12 months. Month-to-month leases are not accepted. Businesses utilizing executive or incubator office spaces must have dedicated office space to meet this requirement. In addition, all signage and/or printed material for the business must display the principal office location. It is important to note, if the business owns or leases other locations outside of the district, The business cannot have more employees reporting to or working from any single location outside of the district. Once a business meets the local business enterprise definition, it can apply for the following categories. Small Business Enterprise, or SBE category. In order to qualify for this category, businesses must satisfy the following: must be independently owned, operated, and controlled, and must meet the U.S. Small Business Administration definition of a small business concern under the Small Business Act, and have an average annualized gross receipt for prior 3 years not exceeding the following limits listed below. Please take this opportunity to review this listing and see if this applies to your business. The next CBE category we will review is the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, or DBE category. Please note this designation is not associated with the federal DBE program, and this program is race and gender neutral. Businesses must meet the following standards in order to qualify for this category. The business must be more than 50% owned, operated, and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. An individual is socially disadvantaged if he or she has been subjected to prejudice or bias because of his or her identity as a member of a group without regards to qualities as an individual. An individual is economically disadvantaged if their ability to compete in the free market system is impaired because of diminished opportunities to obtain capital and credit as compared to others in the same line of business. Note: the personal net worth of the applicant must be less than $1 million, excluding the value of his or her primary residence and the value of his or her ownership interest in the CBE. Resident-owned business is a business that is owned by an individual who is, or a majority of individuals who are subjected to personal income tax solely in the district. Enterprise zone is a business with its principal office located in a designated enterprise zone of the district. Enterprise zones are areas of the city that are targeted by law for increased economic development activity. Longtime resident business is a business that has been continuously eligible for certification as a local business enterprise for 20 consecutive years, or has qualified as a small business enterprise that has been continuously eligible for certification for 15 consecutive years. To qualify, business tax returns should be submitted to meet this requirement. If a business is missing tax returns for any year, they may submit previous dslbd certification approvals or verification from the Office of Tax and Revenue. Veteran-owned business is a business that meets the definition of a small business enterprise and is no less than 51% owned and operated by one or more veterans. Veteran means a person who served in the active military, naval, or air service and who has not been discharged or released under dishonorable conditions. In the case of any publicly owned business, no less than 51% of the stock must be owned by one or more veterans, and one or more veterans control the management and daily operations of the business. Local manufacturing enterprise is an enterprise who makes a product through a process involving raw materials, components, or assemblies, usually on a large scale with different operations divided among different workers, and manufactures only in the district. To recap, here are some of the key points to take away from this section. Businesses may receive a maximum of 12 preference points or percentage reduction of price applied to any contract award. The business principal office must be located in the district. The CEO and highest level managerial employees must perform their managerial functions in their principal office in the district. Residential and business lease terms of tenancy must show a minimum of 12 months or 1 year. Month-to-month leases are not accepted. Nonprofits are not eligible for CBE certification. Businesses who are small women-owned and minority-owned (SWAM) certified by the Commonwealth of Virginia may not be eligible for CBE certification. Before we continue to the next section, let's take a moment to test your knowledge.